There you are. Welcome to Zen Fits here in Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world. A little cold in Virginia now. And so this title of this story, or fit, is The World According to a Yo-Yo. A yo-yo. Not Yoda, not yoga, a yo-yo. Now you have to imagine what would it be like to be a yo-yo? You have to not look at the yo-yo over there. Oh, there's a yo-yo. Wow, 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 wow. What would inhabit the yo-yo? What would you know if you were a yo-yo? Well, we would know that something is pulling me and I feel like I'm going to the promised land. I'm going to freedom. I'm going to God. I'm going to heaven. I'm going to some better place. But I'm being pulled back. I'm going back to the past. I'm going back to where I was. I'm going back to the ward. I'm going back to hell. I'm going back to the past. And then suddenly I'm going forward again. I'm released. I'm going forward to goodness. And then I'm going back to badness or to the old, to the dead. So I'm getting pulled back and forth, you see. And this is a very common experience. My wife is gone for 3 or 4 days, so I'm home alone. And when you're home alone, you don't experience the pull and the push of the yo-yo because, you don't have to do what the wife says. You don't get faulted for not flushing the toilet or leaving something out or doing something half-assed or something. There's no push or pull going on. You're just kind of like in a free zone, you see. You notice yo-yo tricks. Kid has a yo-yo, and the yo-yo goes out and in, out, and then you do a trick and you hold the yo-yo so it spins, and it stops going in or out, and it's kind of like free. But then the spin wears down, and you have to jerk it back in and get it, and get it going again, you see, and then you get it going again, and then you make it spin. Maybe it's called a little, I forgot what they were called, but there are all kinds of tricks where you can make the yo-yo spin in its space and not go in and out, you see. Now, early Buddhism and yoga noticed around 1,000 years to 500 years before Common Era, there was a great turning away from the world called yoga. It was in India. And it was kind of like a turning away, as if it discovered that life was a cycle of birth and death, and this was not good. It was Groundhog Day. Oh God, I'm just doing it. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Thought I was going home, and now I'm back where I started. And no matter how much I try to go out, I always come back. Cycles of birth and death. And so the yogis of India, and this goes back thousands of years, noticed it and began to come up with a philosophy or a way to break free from the cycles of the yo-yo, in and out, the eternal return. To call it moksha, freedom from birth and death, freedom from the yo-yo. But there's one thing, if you notice, if you inhabit the yo-yo, you really can't tell if the going out is coming in or the coming in is going out. They both feel the same. It's like if you were a barrel of water and it was full of silt, and you stuck a hose in the barrel would begin to fill up, and the silt would begin to pour out, and eventually the clear water would replace the muddy water. But if you are the water, you couldn't tell the difference between outgoing and incoming. It would feel the same. Outcoming and ingoing feels the same. So when we feel like the outgoing, oh no, I'm being pulled out, yay! Not oh no, but yay, I'm being pulled out of the cycle, and then suddenly you come to the end of the string, and now you're going back in. Oh no, I'm going back. But if you were, but this is the view from the yo-yo. Can't tell the difference between going out and coming in. He thinks they're different. He thinks one is good, one is bad. One is a good force, God. The other is the devil, the bad force. Zoroaster, the prophet of Persian Zoroastrianism, came up with a mythology of the yo-yo. Said the cosmos is a war between light and dark, good and evil. Forgot the names of them. But it was the duty of man to be on the force of light. And at the end of time, light will win and darkness will be defeated. Sound familiar? Damn it, I forgot my keeping dementia at bay. Maybe I didn't get too weak. Anyway, the idea of being in the yo-yo is that we're pulled out or pulled back by an invisible hand. And so the yo-yos get together and come up, well, what is this hand? I know there's something pulling me in and out. What is it? So we come up with stories and religions about the invisible hand. Conspiracy theories, religions, philosophies, ideology, political parties are about the hand. I'm the good hand, you're the bad hand. So the hand, you see, gets divided into a good hand, and the good hand is pulling me, God is pulling me, and you're the bad hand, the devil's pulling you. The yo-yo, coming out, going in. Can't tell the difference from inside the yo-yo. We can, of course, because look, we're outside the yo-yo, we can see. We can see the hand and the yo-yo mind. But if you're the yo-yo mind, you can't see the hand, but you feel it. And you can't tell if you're going out or coming in. So this is the yo-yo is a great metaphor for Buddhism. Because early Buddhism realized there was a coming and going, a cycle of birth and death, and we wanted to escape it. So become a monk and become ascetic. Buddha tried all this. Stop eating, deny pleasure, stop going out with sex, drop the world. Drop the world, you see. The flesh is bad. That's the good. It's the bad. Flesh is bad. Spirit is good. Christianity got caught up in this. Flesh is bad. The world. Spirit and God is good. Go towards that. But to keep getting pulled back. So all the good, pure, all the pure and the good always end up in a public bathroom in the news, just metaphorically speaking. The pole gets pulled from back, you see. The yo-yo can't be divided. But we try to do it and separate the good from the bad pole, but it's one yo-yo. So Buddhism shifted around the time of Christ to Mahayana or Zen, which really saw that there was no escape for the yo-yo. There's no escape for the yo-yo. You can't, by going out, escape the hand, and by coming in, you can't escape this invisible coming and going or force, the cycle. You can't escape this cycle, you see. The gravity of the cycle. No matter how far you go out, the string will pull you back. And so you can't separate the cycle. So awakening in Zen, or any non-dual practice that is legitimate, is the practice of seeing from the inside of the yo-yo that the pull out and the pull in is the same pull. And the hand that is invisible, you see, is unknowable, but when you see that the pulling and the pulling is the same, suddenly you stop resisting this invisible hand, and the hand and the yo-yo are one. There's no more effort by the yo-yo to be free from the hand. So then there's Zen will put this in a simple phrase like coming and going. You're always at home. Coming and going, you're always the hand. You see, coming and going, you're always at rest. And yet you're also coming and going. But wherever you go, you're the hand and at rest, you see. So this became a way of the Bodhisattva, or living in the world but not of it. Instead of leaving the world like a monk, denying the world, denying all the pleasures and the joy of the world, instead of turning away from that, you embrace it. You live in the world while not being of the world. Jesus said that. I'm in the world but not of it. You see. Anyway, so this is a very deep, long subject. So I just wanted to. I'm posting the my writing about this along with this live talk on my Facebook, and it's a great metaphor. You have to inhabit the yo-yo and not look at it objectively in order to be free from the yo-yo, from the pull and pull. So, which is being home alone. Thanks for dropping in.